Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be finding out how people are viewing you. So I have 6 piles. Merry Christmas Eve for those who celebrate it. And yeah, we're going to start. Okay, let's start with number 1. Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't even show how to select the piles. Okay, we have pile 1 with the Milky Way. We have pile 2 with the Bounty. We have pile 3 with the Ferrorchè. Some of you are not from the UK, so you might look at this and be like, what the fuck is that? Number 4, we have the Raffello. And number 5, I lost count. We have Maltesers. And number 6, we have the Galaxy. So with that being said, now you can go pick a piles. Okay, so for pile 1, 55, 055, we have the Milky Way. Okay, so how people view you, they're seeing you as someone who you may have really big dreams and big goals, and it's gonna sound like a cliche, but it's like the sky isn't your limit. It's like you go out of your way towards the whole galaxy even. So people are saying that you probably have really high aspirations, high goals, you're destined to go great places. This could also be interpreted as you being very unique, very just different. Someone who doesn't really fit societal norms. Some of you could be an Aquarius or have it in your chart, but you don't have to, okay? And please ignore my son. He's in a timeout and he knows why he's in a timeout. And me being a little bit like one of those moms that are like, oh, okay, I want to take you out. I'm like tempted to right now, but I'm trying to fight the urge right now because he needs to be in timeout for like 10 minutes at least. Okay, we have the Hare and the Oak, new opportunities. 48, you are safe. 4 is all about protection, stability. 8 is all about abundance. So people see you going somewhere with your abundance and like you're secure, generational wealth I'm getting. I'm not saying you guys are rich, but people feel like you are on your way to becoming that, okay? We have the Ace of Cups, which is water energy, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. We have they are arrogant. Ooh, 222 says like you got some people that are jealous. We have the music has the answer, and we have 32 seek inspiration. Some of you could be 32 as well. But 3 is all about, I heard projects, but I was meant to say networking, collaborations, and 2 is all about partnerships. Okay, so people are seeing you as someone who you're hustling. Okay, you're in your boss era. You're here to just be yourself. Like you're not here to work for other people. It doesn't even matter if it's not true. People just see you as someone who's not meant to work for other people. You're meant to be your own boss. You're just basically meant to just be you, really, and not have to take orders from other people. People see you as someone who's very prosperous because we have new opportunities. Opportunities just flock to you. You guys could be very high vibrational people where you just feel like, well, I want this, and then you manifest it and boom, you get everything you want. So people are seeing you as someone who is really good at attracting abundance because you're very authentic, you are yourself. When it comes to finances, people feel like you are safe. People feel like you never have to worry about your finances. And this could also be interpreted as people may see you as a little bit introverted at times because you like to stay home a lot, okay? Like you don't like to go out and socialize as much unless it makes you money. So some people could be seeing you as someone who's like very like cozy at home. But also people see you as very reliable. They feel like when it says you are safe, I'm getting like someone feeling like if they want to tell you secrets, you will keep their secrets. Basically, you're a vault. You are someone who's easy to talk to. If someone wants to vent, if somebody wants to tell you something, you're gonna listen, you know, and they know that if they tell you something is confidential, you're not gonna go out of your way to tell other people, okay? So people see you as like very like secure and very reliable. People also feel like you're secure in yourself. Like you don't really get insecure. You don't compare yourself to other people. You just compare your old self to your new self. And I love that for you guys. Okay. People see you as someone who's like you. I feel like you're fulfilled. People see you as very happy, very fulfilled. Nothing can really drag you down. I feel like rarely people get to see you upset. But this is also just new opportunities, gratitude galore. People see you as very grateful for all the blessings you do. Like you work hard and you're getting everything that you are trying to work towards. But people also see you as a potential lover. Like you have people who have crushes on you, who see you as someone who they would like to be with long term. Like I'm not getting like, oh, I find part 1 hot. I'm getting like pile one is the type of person I would marry kind of energy. So people do see you as that. If you're a man, people see you as husband material. If you're a woman, people see you as wifey material. But with the Emperor, yeah, people see you as someone who's really good at being a leader. I mean, you guys are pile one, right? So you're good at taking charge. You're good at going towards your dreams. You guys could be life path number ones, but people have a high level of respect for you. And I think it's because you have a high level of respect for yourself, and you don't really compare yourself to other people. Like, you just stay in your own little lane and you do whatever you love, and you hustle and you do whatever is good for you, right? Some people may be jealous of this trait, because I feel like your personality screams, I'm secure in myself. You guys are very high vibrational, and it makes people who are insecure feel some type of way. You guys could be independent and you could be single right now and you just enjoy being single, but then it makes people who want a relationship with you feel triggered. It makes them feel like they're not good enough for your standards, but you know, it is what it is, you know. And it makes people feel like something about your life makes people feel like they are like they're lacking. And that's not your fault. Like, you're not responsible for how other people feel about themselves, especially if you're humble. Like, you're not going out of your way to shove everything in people's faces. But there's something about you that makes people feel insecure. Like, they feel like the people who are really like struggling in life, they look at your life and they feel like, I don't have what it takes to be on part one's level, because people are interpreting you to be as arrogant. But I don't think you're arrogant. I think you guys just have a healthy relationship with yourself. You love yourself and you're not afraid to tell yourself that, wow, I really love you, you know? But people see this as arrogance because they feel like, oh, you know, part one is changing. But I mean, I guess everybody's not meant to stay the same, you know? Like, I feel like these people are very low vibrational, you know, because we do have music as the answer. Some of you could be musicians, and some of you could feel like you have a really great affinity to certain music, and there's something about you that people just love listening to. So you could have a nice voice. It doesn't even have to be a singing voice, it could just be a talking voice, but people really feel really relaxed in your energy when they hear you speak, or they're in your energy. There's something about you that could be really creative, so people really do like that, and people are really inspired by you. You have people who are your friends, but they want to be more than friends if they're a gender that you date, even if it's the same gender. But overall, I do feel like people see you as an inspiration. Some of you are being seen as someone who has a bit of a guard up when it comes to personal relationships. So when someone likes you, people get the vibe that you friend zone them. And you may not do it on purpose, or you may just be oblivious to someone liking you, or you just may feel like it's not even the right time. But there's just something about your energy that makes people feel like they're friend zoned and they want something more. And I'm only saying this because of the number. Okay, so I feel like people do want to be more than friends with you, but they don't know how to approach you. So they kind of start just being your friend only, hoping that maybe they can work their way up into being more. But other than that, yeah, you only have a few haters saying, oh, Power One is arrogant. But I just feel like there's nothing wrong with having high self-esteem. Okay, I feel like you guys just have high self-esteem. Some of you guys could be Leos even, but it's just you're not gonna shit on yourself. Society's weird. It's like, if you tell yourself, oh, I'm so ugly, I'm not good enough, someone's gonna say, don't you dare say that about yourself, Power One. But the moment you say, you know what, I really love myself, I like the way I look, I'm happy with who I am, someone's like, oh my god, you're so conceited. It's like, you can't really please society, and I feel like you guys know that, so you've gotten like tired of having to explain yourself with people. You're just like, you know what, I don't give a shit, I just want to compare myself to myself, you know? And that's what's making you stand out with this Milky Way. Like, the sky is the limit. Like, you guys just do whatever you're like basically passionate about, and you just don't really care who has anything to say. You're very reliable, you're very stable within yourself. Some of you guys could be earth signs, and that's it. Like, as long as your finances are good and you're happy and you're healthy, that's all you care about. Even if it means rocking alone. Like, some people may see you as a lone wolf, like alpha female, alpha male, or sigma female, sigma male. Like, you're just on your own, but you're not lonely, if that makes sense. And people see you as someone who, you got shit to do, you got errands to run, and this is a really good energy to be in. But that's all I'm getting for pile number one. I'm gonna move on to pile number two. I need to take my son out of timeout because he's being moody, but I don't want to end the video either, so I might just try and speed up. I didn't really take many cards. Anyways, pile two, 933, pile two. You guys chose the bounty. Okay, now don't hate on this chocolate, because some people don't like this chocolate, but I like this chocolate. I love bounty. I feel like I'm in the minority. But a lot of people see you as someone who's really healthy inside. Like you're this type of person that looks beautiful on the outside, but you're also healthy on the inside. Okay, there's something about you that is like wholesome. Like you're not just all beauty, but you're also beauty and love and kindness. Okay, very refreshing. Some of you guys could even be really healthy minded people, or just healthy people in general, good diet. But let's see. So we have the bobcat and the black fawn, which is patience. Okay, we have 44, stick with it. 4 is a number of stability and protection. Add them together, you get 8, which is all about abundance. Okay, so you guys are very persistent. You're being seen as very persistent. We have the page of wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have water energy, which is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. And we have soulmate. I thought so because the 6 of cups was here. We have the root chakra, and we have the I'm busy. Okay, so how are you being perceived? A lot of people are perceiving you as someone who you don't really have as much time for people anymore. Like maybe in the past you used to make a lot of time for other people, like, oh, let's hang out here, let's do this. But I feel like you guys now, like you may be a bit similar to part 1 in some way, like a little bit more introverted at times, where now you're just like, okay, I only want to go outside if it has a big purpose for me to leave the house, because I just don't really want to make my journey outside if I know I can't really benefit from it. So I feel like you guys are in this era of trying to do what is best for you, what is healthy for you, no longer being a people pleaser. Because I'm getting the energy that some of you used to be a bit of a people pleaser, but now you've entered an era where you're like, okay, I'm not going out unless it's necessary. I'm not going to say yes to this if I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do that if I don't want to do that. Like you are now standing your ground and you don't have as much time for people anymore. I think it's because you guys were always seen as patient. You guys are always understanding, always loving. People just always want to be by your side. People see you as a very understanding person, the go-to person when they have problems, the go-to person who they can depend on. But I feel like there was a point in your time where you got sick and tired of people relying on you but not really appreciating you, like just seeing you as, oh, we can just go to pile 2 for this, but then like not actually really authentically appreciating you as a person. So I feel like it got to a point where you just had enough. So you're just thinking, let me just focus my energy on other things. So we have stick with it. So people seeing is very loyal and also very dedicated to whatever you're working towards. I feel like you guys have just been really busy lately. Again, not having much time because you've been focusing on abundance or school if you're educating, or sorry, if you're in education, like you're just more focused on stability right now. And that's why we have the 4s here. You guys, if it's not making you money, it's like you guys just don't have the time for it anymore. And I think that is what's making other people appreciate the times when you did have time for people, because right now it's like, I'm a patient person, but I still need to be appreciated here and there. And if you're not going to appreciate me, that's fine. I have things to do. So I feel like you've established healthy boundaries for yourself. People see you as a soulmate, okay? But the 6 of cups, a soulmate. People, I feel like I'm getting an energy that people once upon a time slept on you, okay? People once upon a time thought, okay, pal 2 ain't shit. Okay, pal 2 is always going to be there. People didn't appreciate you, but there's something about you that now people are waking up and realizing that pal 2 was always there for me. Pal 2 was always loving. Pal 2 was always this. And people are developing feels for you, soulmate. It could even be platonically. Like people are now starting to appreciate you and they miss you. You have a lot of people that really miss your time, your energy, even miss parts of who you are. Maybe some of you guys have gone through a change, and it's like not just physical change, but internal change, where you're like, I no longer want to give my time and energy to people who don't appreciate it. I want to put my time and energy to something or people who will appreciate it. So you've just been so focused on whatever brings you stability right now, like more important responsibilities. And people are seeing you as like someone who they miss, someone who they want to reconnect with, because they remember all the good qualities you had. They remember how sweet you are, how loving you are, how amazing you were. And they kind of feel bad because they didn't appreciate it when they had the chance to appreciate it. Because we have the page of wands, so people that look up to you now, people are seeing you as someone who's a potential partner. Like you would be a very loyal potential partner, loving potential partner. People really see you as someone who like, wow, like I see pal 2 working hard and doing what they need to do, getting shit done. I should have been with pal 2. Like say for example, if you had an ex that kind of left or picked someone over you, like they're having regret. A lot of people are missing this pal 2, which is really good, because part 2 usually is that pile that I get really like negative messages about. But I feel like now like it's a really positive message. Like this is like setting boundaries. So people see you setting boundaries now, and it's making people even more attracted to you because of how much you don't have time for people anymore, because you only put time into things that are now gaining you something. And it's because you were so patient for so long, like, but you're also patient when it comes to what you're working towards. So you work really hard, and you may not see the results now, but if you keep grinding and you keep working hard for what you want, you're going to achieve what you're eventually working towards. And people do see this energy that you are hyper focused. And it may not be like, oh, I'm trying to be extremely successful. You may just want to finish, I don't know, a degree, or finish something like some little project or something. You just want to be stable. So you're keeping yourself really busy so that you just don't even have the time for it anymore. So that's all I'm getting for pile number 2. Sorry, it seems quite fast. It's because my son is in timeout, and I feel like he's just annoyed of being timeout, and like I'm gonna talk to him soon. So I'm trying to like speed through the reading. Okay, so we have 1541. Pile 3, you guys chose the Ferrorchè. This is such an elite chocolate, I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice. So yeah, people see, well, this is gold anyway, so people see you doing a thing. People may view you as a bit prestigious, like there's something really like high class about you. You may wear expensive clothing. There's just something about you that commands a lot of respect that people perceive about you. But let's see, okay? We have Salamander and the Black Pepper, inspiration. Some of you guys could be influencers or just locally famous, or just a lot of people know you, but people are looking up to you, okay? We have 30, which is rebel, okay? So 30 rounded to 3 is all about collaborations, networking. This pile could have an online platform as well. So people are seeing you as very daredevil-y, like very, I'm getting fire energy, but also Aquarius energy. Like you stand out, like you're not like everybody else, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds like such a pick-me thing to say, like, I'm not like the others, but this is like someone who stands out without even trying to stand out, because you march to the beat of your own drum. You just do whatever the hell you want to do, and you don't really care how society conforms to it or sees it. You know, there's something about you that's very unique that people look up to. We have the Star card. Okay, Aquarius energy. That makes sense. Star card. You guys, some of you could be famous or destined to be famous. So you're not really so focused on the like, oh, I need to blend in. Like you don't really care to. And maybe at some point you wanted to blend in and be like everyone else, but you realize, why do I need to be like everyone else when I can just be like myself, you know? We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have in a day, we have manifestation. And we have ego. Ooh, okay, mixed messages. People see you as a star, okay? People see you as someone who stands out. I also am getting dream woman, dream man. Like if someone wants to describe the perfect partner for them, they would describe you, pile 3. And I'm not even trying to gas you up. That's just who you are. You guys got that star quality, that je ne sais quoi, as they say. People see you as also very like in your self-love era. Like you're just taking care of who you are, taking care of your abundance, taking care of yourself. You guys are investing your time and your energy into yourself, growing what around you, just focusing on your energy all to you, and just keeping your finances up. You guys are very independent. I feel like for a lot of people in this pile, you don't rely on anyone to give you money. You just work hard for your own money. So you're just financially independent. There's just something about your lifestyle that just makes people feel like, wow, pile 3 is so cool. Because it's something about your lifestyle just doesn't conform to societal standards. Like say, for example, I'm a single mom, right? People may see that it's like, oh no, like, let's feel bad for her. But I just be living my life. Like, it's cool, it's Gucci, you know? But then other people may interpret that to be like, oh my God, like pile 3 is kind of cool. Like we would expect things to be difficult and we would hear complaints, but pile 3 is like living their best life. Like it makes me want to live my best life too. There's something about your energy that, again, if you have a platform, the way you live your life, other people are really envious of it because they wish that they can live their life like you. There's something you do that's so unique that can't really be duplicated. If I'm going to be honest with you, like it's just, again, I don't know how to explain it, but if you have a high platform, like a huge platform on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on whatever platform, like there's just something about you that just other people just can't implement. Like your energy is just so high vibrational and it draws people in. You guys may not even be famous. You may not even know that many people may not know you, but those who do know you, even people who went to school with you, like they watch your stories, they watch your life, and they're like, oh my God, like pile 3 is just so fucking cool. Pile 3 is the it girl, the it guy. I just want to be pile 3. There's something about you that's just inspirational. So maybe you guys achieve a few things where you've done something, but there's just something about your life that people just see as an inspiration. Like, because they know if they were in your shoes, it wouldn't have been that way, you know? Like they would have probably just lived a basic, and I don't mean that in a shady way, but just a basic average life. But there's something about your energy that just screams authentic, like just very different. And not many people can relate to it. And I don't know what it is. It's going to be different for all of you. Like you may, in your mind, you may feel like, oh, I do what everybody else does. I don't know what you're talking about. But there's just something about what you do that makes it so unique, that makes it fun, that makes it stand out, you know? But with this gold chocolate, I feel like you guys just do something that I feel like you guys are destined to be famous. Like you guys could have hobbies, talents. You guys are destined for fame. Okay, you guys are destined to make it in this world, and people see that, and they're just so invested on the journey to how you're gonna get there, because people believe you're going to get there. You may have a few people that may see you as a bit egotistical, because we do have ego, but I just think you guys are just confident. Okay, people think that you manifest things really quickly. Manifestation, you guys could have life path number 1 or 3 or 11, but there's something about your energy that you manifest things really quickly. Like if you want to do something, you do it. I think that's why people see you as an inspiration, is because when you say you're going to do something, you just do it. You don't do this, you do action. And people are like, how, what, when did you have the time to do this, or when were you going to do this? But it's something about your mind that is so focused, hyper focused. You guys could be neurodivergent, you know, whereby, especially if you have ADHD, whereby you just basically have a lot of energy to put into things you really care about and you're passionate about, and you excel, like above average excel in most things. It could be in school, could be in the workplace, but then people just don't get it, how your mind is programmed like that. But it's you just being neurodivergent, right? For others, you may not even be neurodivergent, you just work really hard and that's about it. But your manifestations come in so quickly, because we do have inner day and manifestation. So there's something about you having to work smart but not hard, and it makes people feel like, wow, like if I could have Pal 3's brain, I'd be so blessed. Like there's just something about, I'm getting an intelligence vibe. We do have Aquarius here, that like the way it works, like the way you get things done is just magnificent. And when you say you're going to do something, you're a woman or a man of your word. You just do it, you know, and people really find that so cool. But yeah, some people may feel like, oh, you got a little bit of an ego because you just don't have time for people. Like, I feel like you make people feel insecure, similar to Power 1. Like you guys, you may have chose Power 1 and 3, but you make people feel insecure. And that's not even your fault. Like just by existing, you could have a certain goal in mind and you work hard towards that goal, and then you achieve that goal, but then people still feel some type of way because you achieved it. Like they feel happy for you, but it makes them reflect on themselves and feel like, well, I should be doing this as well, but why am I not as motivated? How did Powell 3 just do that just like that? And I think it's because you guys don't share your plans. You guys just have a goal in your mind, and you just work hard for it, and then you achieve it. And I feel like for Power 3, majority of you could be single, so you don't really have a partner distracting you. You kind of just think, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. You're not the type to sit and lament and be like, oh, woe is me, I'm single, I'm sad. You're like, you know what? Like, what could I do at this time while I'm not with anyone? I know I have a goal. Let me try and work towards that goal. So you guys could operate with your masculine and your feminine energy. It's like balanced. So it's like you work hard, but you also manifest, and the energy just is very receptive. Like you recept the energy, if that makes sense. So it's like feminine and masculine energy. It's in balance. It's in harmonious energy. So I just feel like you guys are just, you sit pretty, and the rest just works out for you because you've done the manifestation, you've done the work. And some people may feel some type of way about it. Some people may feel like, oh, that's not fair. Why is Power 3 keeping secrets? But you guys could be very secretive people. Like you may not tell people your plans or what you're working towards, because you've learned that when you tell people your plans, things slow down, things don't work out, or just overall delays. So I feel like now you've learned to keep things to your chest and you work hard. Say, for example, if you have those type of friends that are always looking for male validation or always wanting to be with someone, nothing wrong with not wanting to be single. There's nothing wrong with wanting a relationship. But I'm talking about those friends that obsess over their person and they completely forget about your existence. And they're in like toxic situations. You try and give them advice and they don't take your advice. They complain about the same thing because they just don't want to do the work. Instead of you guys just sitting down and listening and repeat yourself, you're like, you know what, you do you stay where you're at, you will leave when you're ready, you do whatever you want when you're ready. I'm just gonna focus on my stuff so that I can be proud of myself. Like, you guys just don't even like get involved in people's shit anymore. Like, you're just like, let me just focus on myself and be so tunnel visioned on myself. And then people wonder, like, how did you lose all the weight? How did you do all of this? How did you do all of that? And it's like, well, I just stayed tunnel visioned. I focused on myself. And that's where I got, you know? So I feel like people really see you as an inspiration. They don't know how you do it. Some people may even accuse you of using spells. If you're a witch, they may feel like, how did you get it so quickly? How did you do this? How did you do that? You stayed focused and you didn't share your plans. Okay. I think this is a part that is like, I would rather let my success speak for itself rather than me telling you what I want to do. You know, and I really love that. People really do look up to you, and I feel like this pile is going places. It genuinely is. So kudos to you, pile 3. I'm going to move on to pile 4. Okay, so let's move on to pile 4. 25, 55. You guys chose the Raffello. I think this is coconut as well. So you guys could be really healthy minded. You guys could also be someone who, because it's white, you guys could be someone who's very like innocent, like loving, caring. You value peace. Some of you guys could also be Cancers even. But people see you as a good light, because I'm hearing Light Shower like by Melanie Martinez. Like, you guys just have a lot of goodness to you. People see you as innocence. Okay, but let's see. We have the Finch and the Peach, romance. Yeah, there's something about this pile that's very feminine, ultra feminine. Like, you have an energy that people just want to take care of you, whether it's a man or a woman, or just people just love you. They just see you as so cute and wholesome, you know? We have 62, share your gifts. Okay, 6 is all about balance and reciprocity. 2 is all about partnerships. Add them together, you get 8, which is all about abundance. And abundance doesn't just have to be about money. Abundance can also be about happiness, healthiness, peace, bliss. I feel like for this part, a lot of people want to date you. And I don't mean like just to date and see how it goes. I think a lot of people want to marry you. I feel like a lot of people who chose this part are women. And people want to take care of you. People see you in your feminine energy. And they just see you as so wholesome, okay? We have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy or fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have water sign energy, Nine of Cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have No. We have insecurity. And we have I love you. Oh, wow. Okay, power 4. How are people view you? People view you as very romantic. Okay, very sweet, very loving, very kind. You're very easy to love, and you find it easy to love others. You just have so much good, or like kind, like caring energy. It's like, I just want to hug you through the screen, you know? People see you as someone who they would love to get to know, like in terms of marriage. Like, people want to share your gifts. Like, people want to take care of you. There's something about you guys that's also very talented and very skilled in something. I don't know what it is. It could be in multiple things, but people wanted you to like make use of those gifts. Okay, people feel like you don't make use of those gifts. Some of you could be very intuitive. Okay, and people see you as that, and they feel like you need to tap into more of that. But people just want to take care of you. Okay, people also see you as someone who right now, like, you may be a bit like, I don't want to say people pleaser, because you guys are very sweet, but it's like the energy of like, if someone is in need, it's like you want to help them. Okay, I feel like this is a part that you want everyone to get along. You just want to be a good friend, good lover. Like, there's someone who, if someone's like, oh, I need help, you're like, I'm on it. Like, you're very like, what's the word, like, I guess reliable. But this is a bit ironic saying reliable when there's a Knight of Wands, but because Knight of Wands is usually inconsistent, but I get this is more of a busy energy, but it's like busy to serve others. Like, okay, if a friend is crying, you're on the phone to them. If someone's like, let's meet up, you want to meet up with them. If someone needs your help with something, you're quick to help. Like, people see you as such a very kind, loving person. Like, it's hard to not love you. But I feel like you may have some insecurities around saying no at times, because you don't want to be a bad friend. Like, sometimes, like, it doesn't make you a bad person to admit that sometimes you just can't be asked to do something. Like if some friend wants to hang out and call or do something, it doesn't make you a bad person to be like, I just don't have the energy. I'm sorry. I don't want to hang out with you today, you know? And I feel like you just don't want to say that because it's mean. So there may be some insecurities around saying no and having boundaries and letting people know, like, no, I don't want to hang out with you, or no, I can't help you. You know, you may even be the type of friend that if someone needs money, you're like, all right, here's some money. And then they don't pay you back and you're like, okay, fine. All right. You know, and it's just like, it's more like keeping the peace energy. But it may not even be true. You may be watching this thinking, Gemini Empress, I'm not like that. Like, run me my money. But this is how certain people are viewing you. I do see that the insecurity here, you may feel like you need more money, you need more stability in your life. And that's why you're trying your best to maybe apply for different jobs or think of new career avenues for you to generate that income. But people are seeing you as someone who needs to use your income that in terms of something you're good at, because there's something you're really great at but you're not monetizing it, and people think you should. Okay, but the insecurity could just be from yourself. Like people may see you as someone who's really beautiful, attractive inside and out, but it's like you don't see it. Like people see your worth, but maybe people feel like you don't see it yourself. And this was what creates this whole let me serve others mentality. Like if you're in a connection with someone or you're on a talking stage with someone, you could be the type of person to make all the time and the effort for that person, even though you feel like it's a bit one-sided at times, or you know, like you feel like you put more effort into things. And some people see that and they feel like with you, like you're just easy to love. But the thing is, you are very, very, I heard magnificent, but also very beautiful, very attractive. But I feel like people feel like you don't see it in yourself. That's where the insecurity is coming from. And people also feel like you need to set more boundaries, okay, with people. Or you're starting to set more boundaries with people, but people can realize that it wasn't an easy thing to do for you because you were so used to serving others. But people are seeing you so you're finally learning how to put yourself first, because we do have the Nine of Cups, which is all about putting yourself first, finding your own happiness that makes you happy. Like for so long, you could have always put other people first, but now you're like, I want to do what makes me happy because I don't have to, you know, serve other people. I need to serve myself sometimes, you know? And I feel like that self-love energy is slowly coming in, you know? But people know that you deserve to put yourself first because you've always been there for other people. With this romance, yeah, we have I love you. People just find you easy to love. People really want to be with you because you're just so sweet, you know? Very, very sweet. There's just something about this energy that just screams like, I want to take care of you. But it just makes me sad that some of you just may not see how beautiful and how sweet you really are and how amazing you are. Like a lot of people see your son who's like wifey, husband material, but you may not see it. Like you may not see your own worth. And that is what makes me feel sad, because it's just like, if only you knew, because other people see your worth before you see it. Some people may see your son who's a bit hard on yourself. You may put yourself down at times, or you just like, I'm not saying there's no self-care, but you may feel like it's not a priority to always look your best. Like you may feel like, I just want to get this shit done and this shit done. You could be busy. But then people see you as someone who's like very sweet and very kind and very loving. And they just feel like you just need more TLC, you know, like tender loving care. You just need to take care of yourself, and you don't always need to take care of other people. But I feel like with this part, you're starting to enter that phase of like, I just want to put myself first. And people see that and they feel like you deserve to. Okay. But I do feel like, yeah, like, for some of you, a small percentage of you could be in an on and off connection with someone. The people who know about it are seeing you as like on and off with this energy, like on and off, on and off, on and off. Or you could be the type of person, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, you could be the type of person that loves to be in relationships, and like it feels unnatural to just be on your own. And then some people may interpret that as you being insecure, okay? It doesn't have to be, you know, maybe you're just someone who you thrive off of partnerships. You like being with someone. It makes you feel warm and cozy. It's just a nice thing to be in. Nothing wrong with that. But then people may interpret it as you being insecure, okay? Because they may feel like, oh, I've never seen Power 4 single, you know? But ultimately, I feel like you're just being seen as very wholesome. That's something that's very sweet, very loving, very romantic. I'm hearing, let me cater to you. Someone who would like cater to their man or to their woman. People are seeing you in that kind of way. Like, it's my man, my man, my man. It's so cute though. It's so cute. A lot of war energy, like Cancer energy. But other than that, yeah, some people may feel like, oh, maybe Power 4 can be a little bit insecure because they don't need to be obsessed with their partner. But hey, if you're in love and you guys are happy together, I don't see what the problem is. But for those of you who are single, yeah, people just see you as someone who's wanting romance, wanting love, and you're not willing to settle for less anymore. Maybe in the past you were, but now you're not. But that's all I'm getting for pile number 4. I'm gonna move on to pile number 5. Okay, so 35. Okay, 35. You guys chose the Maltesers. And if you are British, you will understand that when it comes to celebrations, the best in the box was always Maltesers or Twix, right? So people see you as the best. Like if you're dealing with people with options or you're dating around, people see you as the best option out of all their other options. And I don't know if that's supposed to sound validating or anything, but hey, you're the best, okay? But let's see. We have the Hawk and the Thistle, graceful, persistence. We have number 5, turn on the light. 5 is all about changes. Okay. We have the 10 of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. We have Queen of Cups, water energy. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have yes. And we have marriage. There's not many cards for this pile. Very brief. But what I'm getting here is people see you as the best. If you're dating around, people see you as the best option out of all their other options. People are very sure about you because we have marriage. People see you as marriage material. Like very confident, very secure in what you want and what they want. Like they're secure that they want you and they see you as very secure like in yourself. Okay, very yes. Like people don't see you as very doubtful. People see it as very intuitive, very beautiful, because the Queen of Cups is really beautiful. I think it was Alice Love Exists Visions at one time said that she interprets the Queen of Cups as really beautiful because like the Queen of Wands is sexy, Queen of Swords is intelligent, Queen of Pentacles is very stable, very loyal, very well, like good values. And then Queen of Cups is like very beautiful, very sweet, very loving, very empathetic. So people are seeing is very beautiful, very intuitive. But people feel like you carry a lot of responsibility. Like there's something about you that there's something that you had to remain persistent about. Like you had to keep grinding, you had to keep working hard for. You may have a particular goal in mind, but if not, like people just feel like you could have gone through something quite public, right? People have seen your downfalls. People have seen you gone through some shit in your life, and you've always managed to pick yourself back up and move gracefully. So even when people, say for example, people have bullied you or partners have been abusive to you in your relationships or people have been horrible to you, you've always managed to pick yourself up and just keep moving, okay? And people find this really graceful because you're very classy. You could also be the type of pile that when people hate on you or people say some shady shit to you and thinking that you're not going to pick it up on the shade, you pick up on the shade because you're an empath. Okay, you guys pick up on things, you absorb like a sponge, but you don't react to it. Even though you guys could be water signs, are very emotional, but you don't react to it because you're smart enough to know that if you give reactions to people, that's what toxic people are looking for, a reaction. They may not even mean what they're saying. Some people may not even mean the mean things that they're saying. They just say it to get a reaction out of you. But you've understood human behavior. You've learned how human beings interact. So it's made you feel like, okay, like now I'm not going to react to things. So instead of like fine with people, like you pick up all your responsibilities and you keep thriving, you move forward. If people are shady towards you, you don't have a reaction for them. You just block them or you just don't talk to them. You just disappear. You don't have time for the bullshit, okay? And that is what classy men and women do, okay? People see us very different. You've changed, okay? 5 is all about change. And I feel like this change is more like an elevation. People see you as very elevated because turn on the light, you guys are very high vibrational. I feel like most people who watch my channel are high vibrational people because like, your vibe attracts your tribe. And I feel like you guys being on this turn on the light, it's like you are very positive minded. And I feel like some of you guys could be Sagittarius, but you have such a bright light within you, and it makes getting through a lot of problems easier because there's so much persistence, there's so much grace behind it. And people, like, if this was anyone else, especially a lower vibrational person, they would be an absolute bitch. Like, they would actually be horrible and evil. If they had gone through the shit that you have gone through, they would turn evil. They would become a narcissist or a sociopath. They would be a very horrible person to be around. But you didn't. You remained strong. You remained kind, empathetic, loving, compassionate. But now when someone crosses you, you just leave their life. You don't have any arguments. You just leave. Because you know that toxic people are always looking for a reaction, or life is always trying to have its little challenges here and there, but you are so graceful. People see you as you pick yourself back up and you move forward. You're very strong, power 4. Power 5. But yeah, power 5, and we have number 5. So you guys are all about change. The way you react to things is so different. People cannot get a rise out of you. I feel like there's some energies of people who really want to taunt you and really want to I want to see power 5 pissed, but they can't. They can't, because it's just like you've entered the Zen sort of mentality where you're like, listen, you're not gonna get me out of my character. You're not gonna get a rise out of me. I know what you're trying to do. I'm gonna ignore it and I'm gonna keep going. So you may have a lot of haters, but people love you. Like, you have a lot of people that love you and a few people that are jealous and just want to trigger you. Okay, but overall, this is such good energy, and people see as like, I want to marry power 5. Power 5 is like confident, secure in themselves. They're classy. They stay, like, you'd be surprised that these qualities are actually not common. You'd be surprised. They're really not common. I thought it was common. It's not common. So you guys are just very, very refined. That's it. You guys could be Capricorns, very traditional, or Tauruses, very refined. Okay, no one can get you out of place. If you're a woman, you're very ladylike. If you're a man, you're very gentleman-like. No one could get a rise out of you, and that's a powerful person. You guys are a powerful person. Okay, but that's the energy I'm getting. I'm going to move on to the last pile. Then I need to talk to my son because he's still in timeout and he's upset. He's throwing a tantrum as we speak. Okay, 4124. You guys chose the Galaxy. Okay, Galaxy chocolate. Okay, Galaxy. This is literally all about the universe, right? Literally all about galaxy as a whole thing, right? So I feel that people see you as out of this world, no pun intended. But let's see. We have the sheep and the blackberry, which is devotion. We have number 2, start anew. 2 is all about partnership. I feel like I'm hearing I'm the one I should love in this world. And that song is called Epiphany by Jin from BTS. So I do feel like you guys have gone through healing when it comes to love, or are going through healing. But it's like you're trying to be open to love all over again. Okay, we have the Lovers card, Gemini energy. We have the 7 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the 10 of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have abundance. We have opportunity. We have I need you. And we have karmic. Okay, so how are people seeing you? People are seeing you as someone who's learned a lot of lessons from love. Okay, I think you also are being seen as a form of karma for a lot of people. People could have done you dirty, power 6, but no one was ever happy after doing you wrong. Like, I feel like you come into people's lives who are so used to doing so many evil things to other people, and then you come into their life and you hand them the karma, because we have karmic. Okay, but it's not just you punishing people. Like, I feel like you have gone through so much pain in love. Like, you guys could be going through a healing process, or just staying single until you find someone you can actually trust and fall in love with. Maybe you guys have been single for quite some time, that you've actually lost the ability to like people, like in a romantic sense, or keep your attraction up for long. Like, I'm hearing so quick to cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. I feel like you guys are so easy to cut people off if people show you one red flag because of what you've gone through. So karmic, people see you as someone who's learned a lot from relationships, and you don't settle for less anymore. Like, you want the best out of love. Maybe you settled before because you felt like, oh, I can't have better than this. But now you realize your worth. You're like, oh, I could have an amazing person if I wanted to. So I'm not going to settle. You learned self-love. You know, I felt like you probably were in situations with people who really broke your self-esteem, really broke your heart, really betrayed you, really lied to you. And instead of you becoming bitter, you got better and you started to learn a lot from it. So people seeing someone who learned a lot, but also the people who did you dirty are suffering because of what they've done to you. So you are someone who's seen as, she's a beast. I'll call her karma. She'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer, you know? Like people see you as someone who like, you don't take bullshit. Okay, but now these people need you because we have I need you. So people feel like you have a very addicting energy. Okay, you could have a yellow aura or a gold aura. People are really drawn to you, and people always feel like they need you. Once you leave someone's life, baby, they need you. They can't let you go. And I feel like it's their karma to need you. Like God just made it like that, you know. But people are saying you're someone who's getting a lot of opportunities. But this is gonna sound a bit, you might not like this next part, but I feel like some people may try and to use you because they know that when they're 444, as I said that, people may try to use you because they feel like if they're around you for a long time, they will also get your good karma. Like opportunities happen for people who stick around you because you guys just got it like that, you know. So people see that if I hang out with pal 6, I'll also have good karma, you know. And you guys are 6, which is all about balance, reciprocity, good karma, right? So people see opportunities coming towards you, but they also feel like if they hang around you enough, they will also get those good opportunities, okay? Because we have abundance here as well. People know that you're destined for abundance. People think you're already abundant. People think that you just have your finances in check. You're just blessed like that in the money department. Or maybe you just make money easily. Like money just comes to you. You have a great relationship with money. If you want that, like just say money has a great relationship with me. Money loves me. Money flocks towards me, you know? But I feel like overall people see you as abundant, or you're on your way to becoming even more abundant, but you're just happy. You're very stable. You know, it doesn't really take much to make you happy. You're just like, just don't be my problem. Like, just be my peace and we won't have any problems. Like, you guys just hustle and work hard. That's why the opportunities are coming towards you. Okay. You hustle, you work hard for them. But people also see that you may be a little bit guarded because you don't really trust people because of what you've gone through, the karmic situation, right? So I feel like when it comes to love, you're trying your best to start anew. You're trying your best to open yourself up to love and change your thought process, your thought patterns. Like you're asking yourself, why did I attract this person? What can I learn from this relationship? People are seeing you as someone who's trying to learn from it. Like you may be guarded, you may be a little bit jaded, you may even have a little bit of PTSD, but you're trying to learn from it. You're trying to say, okay, what can I do differently? How can I avoid the situation now? How can I better myself so I can attract better? What red flags do I need to spot? And people see that in you. They're proud of you. Those who are good are proud of you. Yeah, people see you as a soulmate. With I need you, everybody thinks you're the love of their life. You're their twin flame, or you're their soulmate. You're their future spouse. Everybody thinks you're that person for them. But that's funny because you can't be that for everyone. But everyone just tends to fall in love with you, similar to Power 4, I think. But I do feel like with devotion, people see you as very devoted to the things that you love. Even people, when it comes to relationships, you are loyal to the soil. And if you're like, I can relate to this to some extent because I know how it feels to be accused of not being loyal when that is literally all I know is to be loyal. And it hurts. It hurts my heart because I'm like, you're insulting my character. Like, that's not who I am. So you guys are very devoted when it comes to your relationships. You give your all and everything. So when people really do you wrong, it kind of hurt you to the point where it forced you to just stay single and heal and focus on yourself. But you guys are very devoted to the things you love and people you love. So you guys could have passions, hobbies. You could have a lot of things that you do. If you're like me, you have kids, you're so passionate about them. You're more devoted to things that you know like are worth being devoted to now. You're like, well, if people are going to do me wrong, I'm going to be devoted to my career, you know, sort of thing. But you're trying your best to give love a try. Maybe for a long time you didn't want love because you were kind of scared of getting hurt again. But people are seeing you now as you're trying your best to be open to it. You're getting the help that you need. Some of you could be in therapy. But there's something about you that just stands out, that just makes everyone fall in love with you. Because you guys did choose the galaxy chocolate. So this is all about being out of this world, being unique. But yeah, like people feel like you're truly the one for them. And they feel like, why didn't I appreciate Pal 6 when I had the chance to appreciate Pal 6? There's just something about your energy. It's so abundant. Your energy is so abundant. When people are in your life, things go well for them. They get more opportunities. They get more happiness. Everybody loves them. You could be, I don't know if this is a Gemini thing, but you could be the type of person, right? Because I'm like this, where I fall in love with someone, right? And they're not even conventionally attractive. They're attractive to me, but they're not attractive to society. And you just love them. You just love upon them. But then everyone's like, why would she like that person? But then everyone else starts liking that person because you like that person. They start seeing their magic. They start seeing how amazing they are and why you like them. That's your energy. You make other people like your person because you like them. Like there's something, everything you guys have the Midas touch, okay? Everything you touch turns to gold. You guys should have had this chocolate instead. Everything you touch turns to gold. So whenever people are around you, good things happen for them, whether it's friends, lovers, you have that energy about you. So people really feel like, I need past 6 in my life. And it's not just for opportunity, but the people who are not really spiritual or don't know anything about energy or auras, whatever, they just see it as, you're my good luck charm and you're the love of my life. Like, you are what makes me feel sane and stable, you know? But that's all I'm getting. I need to stop because my son is upset. But yeah, that's all I have. Let me know if that resonates. Take care. Bye.